Hi everyone! Today we will be learning Unit 9, Take Care. Today we will be learning reading comprehension. The topic is cyberbullying and how to deal with it. We will be using Pulse 2, page 95. Let's look at task number 1. Look at the picture. How do you think the boy feels? Why is he feeling like that? Let's draw the circle map. In the middle, write feeling. So how does he feel? Yeah, he feels frustrated. What else? Sad. Yes, stressed. He looks hurt. Look at his face. He is depressed. And he is scared. Let's move on to the text.
Cyberbullying and how to deal with it.
Let's look at paragraph 1.
Someone is sending you nasty messages or posting rude comments about you on the internet. Should you ignore them or do something about it? Do you need advice about what to do? Read these 5 tips.
Let's look at the vocabulary. The first word, nasty. Nasty means unkind. In Malay, it is said teruk. The second word, ignore. Ignore means refuse to take notice. In Malay, it is called abaikan. Let's move on to the first advice.
One. Don't reply. Bullies love it when they get a reaction, so don't let them know they're causing you stress.
Let's look at the first word, reaction. Reaction means an action taken in response to something. In Malay, it is called reaksi. Let's look at the second vocabulary. Stress. Stress means pressure. In Malay, it is called as tekanan. Let's look at the second advice.
2. Block the horrible messages. The best thing to do is to avoid all electronic communication so the bully can't get through to you. If you really can't live without using your phone or social networking sites, use filters to block the unkind messages. If someone bullies you in a chat room, don't get into an argument with them. You should report the messages to the chat room moderator.
Let's look at the vocabulary. Filters. Filters means a program that is designed to examine each input or output request. In Malay, it is called as tapis. Let's look at the second word, moderator. Moderator means users who keep watch over the chat room and have the power to kick and ban users who misbehave. Let's look at the third advice.
3. Talk to someone. You mustn't try to deal with the problem on your own. Ask for help from your parents, a teacher, or another adult you can trust. Some victims of cyberbullying feel the problem is their fault and they delay getting help. You don't have to put up with the bullying, and the sooner the bully knows this, the better.
Let's look at the vocabulary. The word is deal. What does deal means? It means that to take action to do something. In Malay, it is called mengatasi. Let's look at the second word. Fault. Fault means mistake, or in Malay, it is called kesalahan. Another word, delay. Delay means postpone, or in Malay, melambatkan. Let's listen to the fourth advice.
4. Save the evidence. If you have been the victim of online bullying, then you've probably got written proof of it. You can save the messages, print them out and show them to someone who'll take action to stop it. It might be your teacher or even the police.
Let's look at the vocabulary. Victim. Victim means someone who has been hurt or killed. In this case, hurt. In Malay, it is called mangsa. Let's look at the second word, proof. Proof means evidence. In other words, in Malay, it is called bukti.
Five. Help the victims of cyberbullying. Don't encourage cyberbullies, as this will make the problem worse. You shouldn't be afraid to report the bullies if they continue sending hurtful messages to someone you know.
Let's move on to task 2. Which advice is for victims of bullying and which advice is not for someone is being bullied? How are you going to do this exercise? Please copy in your grammar book and then take photo of your work. Lastly, post it in the Google Classroom. Please pause this video while answering the questions. Play the video again when you are ready to listen for the answers. Are you ready? Let's look at the answers. Which piece of advice is for victims of bullying? Yeah, it is advice number 1. What else? Yes, it is advice number 2. Any more? You got it correct. It is advice number 3. Last one. Which advice would it be for victims of bullying? Yep, it is advice 4. What about the advice is not for someone is being bullied? Which advice it is? Yeah, it is advice number 5. Let's look at task number 3. Read the advice leaflet again. Answer the questions. Number 1. What is cyberbullying? Number 2. Give 2 ways of stopping a bully communicating with you. Number 3. What is the best way to deal with bullying in a chat room? Number 4. Some people don't ask for help with the problem immediately. Why not? Number 5. If you receive messages from a cyberbully, who could you show them to? How are you going to do this exercise? Please copy in your grammar book and then take photo of your work. After that, post it in the Google Classroom. The next task that you need to do is task number 4. What are the advantages and disadvantages of online social networking sites? Write 2 more for each heading. Let's look at the advantages. I'll give you an example. You can communicate easily with your friends. You need to give advantage number 2 and advantage number 3. Let's look at the disadvantages. I'll give you an example. Number 1. People you don't know can find out information about you. You need to provide number 2 and number 3. How are you going to do it? You need to copy in your grammar book. Again, take photo of your work and post it in the Google Classroom. So that is all for our class today. Thank you, and I really hope that you can understand. Bye!